All right, is this on? I hope you guys can see. Welcome, it's Wendy. It's our daily practice. I am dressed like I just woke up in some comfortable clothing. Take a look, I made this brand new channel. So I don't know if you're gonna see the little, this is an Adidas hoodie. So I like using the Cricut machine. So I put a little logo and then I put on the back, it's at, you'll probably see it, Wendy and Bella Shoots. So if you aren't subscribed, subscribe, support. We did hit 50. Thank you so much if you are following the channel. We hit 50 subscribers. I have 9 ball tonight. It is Thursday, I don't even know, February 20 something, 2026. Probably like my 8th match in 9 ball. I'm still learning, such a newbie. I'm gonna ask my opponent if it's, I know it has to be 24 hours for you to stream on YouTube. So if it does work tonight, I'm going to definitely try to get footage, record, and show you my match. If not, I guess next week, every week, I'll ask the opponent, hopefully it's okay, or even if I just get like small video clips, there is an etiquette. So obviously, you know, you go with the flow, you go wherever the establishment is. You don't want to be like too crazy. No one's really filming. I haven't met anyone, maybe one person at the gallery. He has his like Facebook, he was going live, but that's pretty much it. I haven't met any other YouTuber. No one's really like taking pictures and stuff like that. So today I have 9 ball. So I like to practice the breaks. I feel like the break and lagging is super important with 9 ball, especially when you're a beginner. If you need to have that advantage, at least getting 1 ball in on the break, it's huge. And in order for you to break first, you have to win the lag. So I like listening to music. I'm just going to practice my lags. I've learned you do not use the white ball when you lag. Huge mistake I made, so you don't want to be an idiot like myself. So I'm going to take out the balls we need, 1 through 9, put the rest away. And then I'm just going to, here's the 9 ball, just practice lagging. So I'm going to probably be quiet. Bella's not here, so it's gonna be like, I'll put up the music. You're just gonna see me practice my stroke, lagging side to side, and then I'm going to take out this. And this is what I use to do the 9 ball. So I set it up, the blue ball, the number 1 in the front. So it's like 1, 2 on the bottom, the 9 in the middle. And then I'll probably go in order just for like training purposes to see where the ball goes. And I'm just gonna practice, just kind of learn. That's how I learn, is by doing. I'm not really much of a watch other people's content. It doesn't really work for me, and I feel like I waste so much time trying to find another good YouTuber. But if you know a good YouTuber, please put it in the comments. I don't mind checking and learning. It's just so much faster. But because the way I search and I look at videos, and I don't know, it's the way they teach, it just doesn't, I haven't found a good YouTuber that I like, that I would actually learn from. Not yet. Not saying I don't look at content. I do look at content here and there. But it is time consuming, and like I said, the way I learn is actually just doing myself and just seeing what works for me, you know, so practicing and knowing the why behind it, you know, not just someone telling me to just do something, but actually like explaining, I want this ball in that pocket, and then just kind of, so that's just my style. All right, enough of me. I like to talk. Bella says I talk way too much. She might even come home soon. I hope she does. So we're gonna just let this video record. I'll probably pause it if I need to get a drink, something to eat, and let's go. All right, first things first. Lately I've been listening to a lot of like music, particularly like drill remixes. So these are like popular songs that are mixed with that drill style. All right, this is one of my favorites. Early in the morning, I feel that a little bit nervous. So I'm fighting my anxiety constantly. I try to control it. I don't want to lose control. watch the entire line until the ball comes back. I'll keep my head up. I think that's gonna help me when I shoot not get up so fast. So I'm gonna practice that. I got up on that one, so you wanna lag.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the protection of this guard.
That's a good one.
Forgetting that guard.
Where do we even get this guy?
Kevin Barnes, the Franklin Elementary. Okay, stop! Guys, actually, the city ordinance.
Get ready.
You stop. You think I have a shot to make the team?
No.
Respect the best. Respect the best.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Skip the ads.
Super excited to join the Whatnot family.
Alright, commercial.
Whatnot is a live streaming platform you guys can buy, sell, auction, giveaways, all your.
Alright. That was some good practicing. Now we're gonna do breaks. Alright. So once I win the lag tonight, always talk positive. Alright, and then I'm going to break. Hi, it's Wendy, and I want to go over, this is the short clip that I was just lagging, listening to music, having a good time. So here are some tips. Let's just go over everything I did. So the first thing you want to do is get into a good, comfortable position. Now you have your stance. So you want to have your bridge, whether you're righty or lefty, firm. You don't want to have like a shaky hand on the table. So these are tips that I've learned, and I hope they help you. So a firm bridge or a stance, dress comfortable. Even like the shoes you wear is very important. I remember one time I played and I was like wearing these Uggs, and I just felt like very slouchy. And the way I was moving during this game, I just felt like I didn't want to be there, and just kind of like everything was kind of slow. Even my lag was like, slower paced. It was just one of those blah moments. So if you are a competitor, you want to win, dress appropriately, dress like you are going to kick ass and win. And that is also like I don't have a glove on in this like practice, but I would wear a glove. My boyfriend bought me this pool bag. I just look like I know what I'm doing, even though I'm a beginner and I don't. I have a lot to learn, but as long as you look it, it's very intimidating. So dress to impress and carry yourself like you're ready to kick ass, like you want to be there. All right, so you go for the lag. So this is like 9-ball. You guys lag. Whoever wins, that person breaks. All right, I do have my 9-ball tournament tonight, my league, APA, and I'm hoping this 10 minutes of practice just with my lag, that I win the lag tonight. I'll keep you posted and I'll let you know. With the lag, my advice, every pool table is different, so when you get there, wherever you're competing, do a practice lag if you can. Just feel the felt, the table, the size. Obviously you have your own pool stick, but just get comfortable with your environment and take your time. I remember, like I said, it was only like match 3 or something. And the woman was like, "Oh, is it okay?" I think she was a lefty or whatever. "Can I stand here?" And I was like, yeah, sure. I'm just kind of like go with the flow. But she was a little bit bigger, and I'm like a, tall and skinnier type person where like I just felt like she took more than half of the table on her side to lag, and I had like a small corner of it. I didn't say anything. I did the lag, and you learn from your mistakes. I actually hit the rail. My ball didn't go straight. It hit like the side of the rail, but it did go close. I thought I actually won the lag, but I didn't. The guy was like, "No, if you hit the rail, you lose." I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know that." But if you do hit the rail, you lose the lag. And if it does, your ball goes inside the pocket, you also lose the lag. So get comfortable, make sure, don't be shy. For me, once you're new, yeah, but if I really wanted to, I'd be like, "Hey, look, can I give me a little more space?" Or like move over. I could have adjusted my stance and then take my time. As far as I know, you both have to lag at the same time. I've watched other YouTube videos where it says you have an advantage if you hit first, which it kind of makes sense because one time it was another match and I don't know, guy, girl, whatever, we're lagging together and they hit first. And like, I'm like 1, 2, 3, or like, you ready? Like we kind of go together, but they immediately hit. And I was like, oh shit. I'm supposed to hit. And then like, I kind of rushed it. I hit it, and then obviously I lost. And I'm like, fuck. I was like, wait, And I think according to this YouTube video that I watched, some people do that like on purpose. Like they want to hit first, knowing that it's like the psychology behind it. Like you feel rushed, the other person goes faster, or it might be an advantage. Sometimes if the other person hits first, for me, like you hear it, you sense it, you can feel it. You're like, oh, wow, that was a hard hit. Let me hit right now quickly and make it and adjust it and make it ever so slightly than my normal hit, which would guarantee me the win on the lag. So there's a lot of factors that come into this sport, this game. But you go with the flow. You go with the flow. You go with your environment. Everyone so far in the APA League are super, super friendly. They're helpful, and I'm learning. I'm learning the etiquette. I'm learning as I go, as far as, trying to lag, at the same time. For me in this video, you'll see me, I am watching that ball come back. And that I'm doing just because I have a bad habit of after every shot I get up, I just pounce up like a little kitten and just like Jack in the Box, like pop up and I'm like, well, what am I doing? And not one, but more than one. When someone says, hey, you got to do this, you got to do this, and you keep hearing it, then clearly you're doing something wrong. And my mistake, and I kept hearing it from other pool players, they're like, you're lifting up your head. You know, you're jumping up. Like, why are you jumping up? And I'm like, and for me, I'm like, I just want to get over and done with the shot. But then again, I realize like I'm missing these shots, and even some of them are basic, and I keep missing. So it's a huge tip. I'm going to put that tip on the channel as well. Keep your head down. One woman, she made it so clear. She was like, watch your ball go in the pocket. And I was like, okay, that's genius. It's kind of stuck. So whatever sticks, follow that advice, listen, be open to hearing suggestions. Everyone's here to help you. So I followed her advice, and you'll see me when I'm practicing this lag. I literally stay down, I hit the ball, and I watch it come back, roll all the way back to me, which it is excessive, but it's going to get you into a good habit. And right now, because we are beginner pool players, I would love that habit. Like I hear it's a common mistake with even intermediate players. So you know what? If I can work on that now, I'm sure I'm going to be like an awesome pool player in the future. So this is a couple months. I've watched my boyfriend shoot pool a couple months prior to me actually joining this league, which is like a month, but I don't know, 2-3 months of playing. And now currently on the league, which we're like 1 month in. So I want to start that good habit, and we'll see where it goes. I hope it pays off. So right now, that's my lag. Those are my tips. You want to stay down, watch the ball. Even though it's not going into the pocket, just stay down and watch your complete lag. And take practice shots if you can. Get familiar with the table you're using, the ball, feel the ball. Your cue stick is also important. You know, I don't mind using different sticks, but then again, you have those, you know, intermediate players like, no, you use one and one stick only. And I guess if that's how it goes, then that's what I'll do. So I use one stick. Try to use my break stick, and I'm very comfortable with it. I know the feel of it, the weight of it. You know, I'm pretty sure all the balls are the same weight in every facility, every bar we go to. So that's pretty much it. Your stance, be comfortable, carry yourself with that winning mentality, and say these tips in your head, you know, go, make sure it's dead straight. Do not do like a side. You want to be like, it's bad enough if you're a beginner and you're trying to hit the ball straight, which is very hard, to be honest with you. So now if you're going to use like the left 25% of the table and you have to hit that ball straight, I mean, chances are you probably will hit the rail like I did and lose the lag. So you want to make sure, if you can, you know, try to get as close to the middle of the table to put that ball to the middle so you don't hit the rail and mess up. Any other lag suggestions and tips? I'm thinking you want to hit, obviously, the white ball dead center. Follow through with your shot. That's what I do. That's what I hear others tell me to do. And that's pretty much. And practice at home, practice on different tables. Every table, I like playing on the larger size table. Every table, I know, and most of my league matches are on smaller size, so I have to remind myself to like softly tap the ball and not use that speed that I'm so used to using. And that's pretty much it. Have fun. I hope to record and post my lag tonight to see if I hope this 10 minutes of lag practice worked out, and hopefully I win the lag tonight. So it's kind of exciting for me, and I hope you guys watch the next video. Let's see if I win the lag. All right, till next time, keep practicing. Bye-bye.